Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm James, and this is Covetous Imp Gaming. This week, we're going to talk about Death House. Before I get started, just want to say that Covetous Imp Gaming is having a raffle. We'll be giving away one item for every 10 comments that we have between this video and our Facebook posts throughout this week, starting when this video is posted and ending at 11:59 on Saturday night, January 9th. We really hope you're enjoying the content so far, and we really appreciate your support. That being said, please like, comment, and subscribe so you know when our future videos are coming out. Also check us out on Facebook and Patreon. The links are down below. Alright, on to the fun part. Death House. If you currently have a character in Curse of Strahd, you may want to hold off watching this video because there will be spoilers. I love Death House. It is the perfect mix of compassion and horror wedged together into tiny little rooms. From the moment they're walking down the old Svalich Road, your characters will see this beautifully maintained mansion tucked in behind a gate. As they approach the gate, the two children run out, Rose and Thorn, begging them for help. Please, my baby brother was taken down into the basement by a monster, and my parents went down to rescue him, and they haven't been back. Of course your resident goody-goody paladin or cleric is going to jump at the chance to rescue a baby. So into the house headlong they go. Your more clever characters, they might need a little bit more prodding. They might have some questions. Well, can you show us the basement? And things like that. Those answers to that are simple. The children are too scared to go back into the house while this monster is still roaming the house. Once your characters are inside the house, the door slams shut and they're locked inside. Inside the house matches the outside. The house is immaculate. Lived in, but immaculate. No signs of foul play at all. Everything's well lit. Fires are in the hearth. They go into the den. They see the fire. They see the chair. Everything looks well lived in. Your characters with a passive perception of 15, out of the corner of their eyes, will see the wolves move. Upon attacking the wolves, turns out that they're just stuffed. It's just there to mess with their heads a little bit. Going into the kitchen, they find evidence of a feast that was prepared. Everything looks like dirty dishes, like a dirty kitchen kind of. When they go into the dining hall, they see the feast on the table, laid out, ready to eat. Should your players decide to take a taste, they need to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. If they fail, they gain a level of exhaustion. And the food reveals itself to be the rotting, putrid meal that it is, being left out for God knows how long. Moving up to the second floor, this floor is rife with opportunities for RP. In the parlor to the south, there's the piano, there's the harp, the opportunity for you to put Lancelot the dog, starving and afraid. Should your players show any compassion to the dog, they have a pet and a follower and someone who will help them sniff out other dangers in the house. Should you have anybody who's apt to perform in any way with the instruments, have dancing couples drift in and out of the room from the walls or the floors and ceiling. Across the hall in the study, I took away the secret room because in this moment of I have to find this baby, I have to rescue this baby, nobody's searching for secret rooms. I left all that stuff just out in the open in Gustav's office. A journal that speaks of the Durst family history, how they were wealthy business people. Strahd comes to the land, takes over, things change, and then their descent to madness. The Durst family will, the deed to the old bone grinder, and a letter from Strahd denouncing their behavior can all be found in this room on the desk. As they continue up to the third floor, again, it's a great area to kind of show what's really going on in the house in the master bedroom, Gustav has hung himself and currently is still hanging over his bed. A letter to his children clutched in his hand, and a letter from Elizabeth, his wife, laying on the table. If you have characters who are quick to just open doors and check rooms, I left the broom tucked away in the broom closet to quickly attack someone. If your players don't do anything before they check the room, give the broom advantage on its initiative check. Should your players get within 5 feet of the armor, it animates and attacks and attempts to push them down the stairs. On the opposite side of the hall, you have Anya's room, the nursemaid. I chose to go with a non-combat encounter here. When they walk in the room, she simply puts her finger to her lips and says, "Shh, don't wake my baby," and points to the room where baby Walter should be sleeping. Checking out the room, they find that Walter is not in his bassinet, and they find the secret door up to the attic. Searching the attic, they find Anya's body, battered and broken, shoved into a crate. The key to the children's room, where they're locked, is still sitting in the keyhole. When they open the door, they find the children dead for many years. Their spirits join, show them the dollhouse of the copy of Durst Manor, showing them the secret passage down to the basement, tell them that it's safe for them to rest in their room, assuming that they've taken some damage from the armor and the broom. They advance to level 2, and they continue down to the basement. In the basement, the first thing they find is the crypt. Hopefully your goody-goodies have decided to take Gustav, Rose, and Thorn and bring them to their final resting place. In the northeast corner of the basement, I moved some of the ghouls that burst out of the walls to the cultists' lodging area. Continuing south, they find the rest of the ghouls. They find the statue. They find the door mimic. They find the Durst family dog. And they find Elizabeth. Elizabeth is furious to know that there's someone trouncing around in their house. Someone has uncovered the secrets of Gustav and Anya's love. And she attacks. And as you put her to rest, you continue your descent into the lower levels of the basement. In the reliquary, I took out some of the lesser flavored items and put in nods to things that they'll encounter in the future. A werewolf tooth, a paladin symbol, things like that that are just nods to future things in the campaign. And then they continue south. This chanting that you hear when you first get into the lower levels becomes more clear. He is the ancient. He is the land. Over and over and over again. As they walk into the ritual chamber, again, that paladin is going to see on the altar this bag, this bundle, and he's going to think, there's the baby, and he's going to run in. As the party enters the room, the portcullis slams behind them. The chanting changes from he is the ancient, he is the land, to one must die. When they open the bag, they find a simple sacrificial dagger. Attacking the cultists that surround the room will always be misses. They'll have a low armor class, let people who try to make an attack, let them attack, but their arrows, their fire bolts, find no purchase. And when they make their decision to sacrifice someone or not sacrifice someone, that's when the monster attacks. For stat blocks for Elizabeth and the monster, you can check out the PDF for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in Barovia.